Are you ready to go back to school?
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, tell me why.
to see my friends.
To see my friends.
Back to school prices, have you noticed anything this year?
Way more expensive.
Yeah, we can certainly notice increase in price for everything.
This is it. Last chance if you haven't already. This could be the final window to stock up on school supplies depending on store hours near you. As summer comes to a close, teachers and students should be pretty much ready to go to start a new school year. That leaves parents with the all-important task of making sure those school bags are stocked up. But a new report from the Retail Council of Canada says the number of us waiting to the 11th hour is up from last year.
Oh, I'm pretty good at getting myself prepared and having everything ready.
You cut it a little close this year, huh?
We did.
Did we save things a little bit to the last minute this year?
Yes, of course.
I think the closer it gets, the less ready I'm getting.
And inflation may be taking a toll. Almost 85% of surveyed Canadians said they'd been planning to spend the same amount on school supplies this year as last year. But the number willing to spend more dropped by over 4%.
It's no news to anyone that inflationary pressures have been through the roof, specifically in the last year.
Omar Ferris is with Toronto Metropolitan University's Ted Rogers School of Retail Management. He specializes in consumer behavior.
We have one of the highest debt servicing ratios in Canadian households of all times. We're in very tough times. However, the internal need to support loved ones and to support children going back to school is still there. So there's almost a fighting internal notion between, well, I want to support and I'm willing to, but when it comes down to it, financially, there's a set of responsibility that may hinder that process.
Meanwhile, almost 3/4 said they did plan to spend more than $50 this year, and an overwhelming majority are shopping in person at brick and mortar stores instead of online for the back-to-school purchases.
We're shopping smarter and looking for sales more.
Yeah, we are trying our best to control our budget.
Nowadays, school is a lot more electronic based.
Aside from like math class, every other class I need is just a computer.
A couple of other interesting takeaways from the report. Over 62% of parents reported they're specifically heading to big box stores this year. And despite the rise of computers, tablets, and phones, stationery still reigns supreme as the #1 spending category. For City News, I'm David Zura.